Have you ever wondered how one man's words could shape the course of literature forever? Enter William Shakespeare, a master playwright whose unique style has resonated through the centuries. His genius is still apparent in our everyday language, filled with phrases he coined. He introduced an astounding 2,000+ words into the English language. His impact is so profound that it's difficult to find a corner of literature untouched by his influence. From the streets of Stratford-upon-Avon to the global stage, let's delve into the life of the literary titan William Shakespeare. Born in 1564 in Stratford-upon-Avon, England, Shakespeare's early life was as ordinary as they come. Growing up as the third of 8 children in a middle-class family, he was the son of John Shakespeare, a prosperous glovemaker and local official, and Mary Arden, the daughter of an affluent landowning farmer. Shakespeare's education was typical for a boy of his social standing. He attended the King's New School, a local grammar school where he learned Latin, Greek, and the classics. This early exposure to ancient drama and literature would later play a vital role in shaping his own works. Despite his humble beginnings, Shakespeare's talent for writing was evident from an early age. His first recognized works, Venus and Adonis and The Rape of Lucrece, were both written when he was just a teenager. These narrative poems, full of elaborate metaphors and vivid imagery, showed a maturity beyond his years. Even his earliest plays, like The Comedy of Errors and Titus Andronicus, were marked by a unique blend of humor, tragedy, and poetic language that would become his trademark. These early works, though less polished than his later masterpieces, were crucial stepping stones on his path to literary greatness. From his early works, it was clear that Shakespeare was destined for greatness, but little did the world know just how great he would become. As Shakespeare's reputation grew, so did his body of work. An era of profound creativity and literary revolution was upon us, with Shakespeare at its epicenter. This was the time when his pen birthed some of the most everlasting characters and stories in the realm of literature. Imagine being in the heart of London in the late 16th century, with the anticipation of a new Shakespeare play causing a palpable excitement in the air. This was the era when masterpieces like Romeo and Juliet, Macbeth, and Hamlet were first brought to life. Each play, a world in itself, explored the intricate complexities of love, power, ambition, and human nature. But these were not just plays. They were mirrors reflecting society, its virtues and vices, its triumphs and tragedies. Shakespeare's genius lay in his ability to weave tales that resonated with everyone, from the noble to the common man. His characters, with their deep-seated emotions, ambitions, and flaws, were so human, so relatable, that they transcended time and culture. His works were not just of his time, but for all time. Even today, they continue to inspire, challenge, and move us. They have become an integral part of our literary heritage, shaping our understanding of the human condition and our place in the world. At the height of his career, Shakespeare was not just a playwright, but a cultural phenomenon. Though Shakespeare passed away in 1616, his influence on literature is far from dead. In fact, it's as alive and vibrant as ever. His contribution to the English language is monumental, having introduced an estimated 2,000 new words and countless phrases that we still use today. From Break the Ice to Wild Goose Chase, his inventiveness with language continues to enrich our vocabulary. His works, a rich tapestry of drama, comedy, and tragedy, have shaped the very fabric of storytelling. They've provided a blueprint for character development and plot structure, inspiring countless authors and playwrights. Greats like Charles Dickens, Herman Melville, and even modern authors like J.K. Rowling have all been influenced by his genius. But perhaps the most enduring aspect of Shakespeare's legacy is the global reach of his plays. They continue to be performed and studied worldwide, transcending geographical and cultural boundaries. From the stages of Broadway to open-air theaters in Africa, his works have universal appeal. They resonate with the human experience, exploring themes of love, power, betrayal, and identity that are as relevant today as they were 400 years ago. His plays have been translated into every major living language, and they are performed more often than those of any other playwright. This widespread popularity attests to the timeless nature of his work. Centuries after his death, Shakespeare continues to shape the landscape of literature, proving that his words are indeed timeless. From a humble beginning to a literary giant, Shakespeare's journey is truly inspiring. We've traced his path from a simple lad in Stratford-upon-Avon through his prolific career penning masterpieces like Romeo and Juliet and Hamlet, to his enduring legacy that has forever changed the landscape of literature. His words, brimming with wisdom, wit, and timeless truths, continue to resonate centuries later. Shakespeare once wrote, "All the world's a stage," and indeed his words continue to play out on the global stage of literature.